Later, a person educated in the law. The Hebrew word fa, which comes from a root meaning count, is translated secretary, scribe, copyist. And the Greek word matos is rendered scribe and public instructor. The term implies one who has learning. The tribe of Zebulun had those who possessed the equipment of a scribe for numbering and enrolling troops. JG 5. 14. Compare to Car 25. 19. 2ch 26. 11. There were scribes, or secretaries, in connection with the temple. 2ch 34. 9. 13. King Jehosh's secretary worked together with the high priest in counting money contributed and then gave it to those paying wages to the workers repairing the temple. 2 Kai 12. 10-12 Baruch wrote at the prophet O text to acute miritra longo. Scribe 877 The Hebrew scribes acted as public notaries, prepared bills of divorce, and recorded other transactions. At least in later times they had no fixed fee, so one could bargain with them beforehand. Usually one of the parties to a transaction paid the fee, but sometimes both shared. Ezekiel, in his vision, saw a man with a recorder's inkhorn doing a marking work. As 9. 3, 4. Scripture copyists. It was in the days of Ezra the priest that the scribes Sephirim first began to come into prominence as a distinct group. They were copyists of the Hebrew scriptures, very careful in their work and regarding mistakes with terror. As time went on they became extremely meticulous, going so far as to count not only the words copied but the letters also. Until centuries after Christ was on earth, the written Hebrew consisted only of consonants, and the omission or addition of a single letter often would have changed one word into another. If they detected the slightest error, the miswriting of a single letter, that entire section of the roll was rejected as unfit for synagogue use. Thereupon that section was cut out and replaced by a new and faultless one. They read aloud each word before writing. To write even a single word from memory was regarded as gross sin. Absurdities of practice crept in. It is said that the religious scribes prayerfully wiped their pen before writing the word Him God or Adho Sovereign Lord. But, despite this extreme care to avoid inadvertent errors, in process of time the Sephirim began to take liberties in making textual changes. In 134 passages the Sephirim changed the primitive Hebrew text to read Adho instead of I. In other passages Him was the word used as a substitute. Many of the changes were made by the Sephirim because of superstition in connection with the divine name and to avoid anthropomorphisms, that is, attributing human attributes to God. See Jehovah's superstition hides the name. The Masoretes, the name by which copyists came to be known centuries